Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we are going to be going over the basics of Roblox beginner scripting again, but this will just be a refresh on the info because, the videos aren't that great, so I just wanted to make a better one. So if we open up Roblox Studio, then we can, if you already have a file, you can open it, or you can go to new and make a new base plate. But I already have one, so I'm gonna double click it and I'm gonna open it. Okay, now that we have that loaded, it already has some information, so let's get rid of that. So next we can create our scripts. So as you can see, no, not our script, sorry about that. As you can see, we have our big base plate. There's nothing very useful here, so let's just close all of that. And we want to have Explorer, Properties, and Output open. So we'll have this in the middle. We'll have the Output, we'll have the Explorers, and the Properties. I'm going to go over each of these things. This right here, I call this the browser, even though it's not even a browser, but it reminds me of it because this is where you get to see everything. So you can zoom in, out, move things around, stuff like that. The output is stuff you get from the code. It's kind of like the console of Roblox Studio. So, for example, you have, if you ever press F12 on your keyboard, you can open the console and then it will show you all this stuff. It's more for developers than for the people using the site. So this is so it can check things like values and other stuff. The Explorer shows us everything, like every object. So for example, we have the players, which is kind of like all the players. The server storage, stuff that will just get stored. The starter GUIs, the GUIs, like the UI, the canvas, whatever you're used to. The UI is kind of like the buttons on the screen. So you'll have like a menu button up here, a home button up here, Then, so we have most of our stuff here. But what we want to do is we want to go to Workspace. Workspace is all the stuff that you will see right here, like in the 3D world. So if we click on the little arrow next to Workspace, we can open it. Then we'll right click on Workspace, insert object, and then we want a part. There's also a much more convenient way to do this. We can go to Model, and then we can choose our part by clicking on this little arrow under it, and then we can click on that. So we'll also do that, and boom, we have another part. So we can just delete that. So now that we have this part, we can go to Properties by clicking down here. It will probably be down here. Now, if you see all the stuff right here, this is the stuff that makes it look different. So for example, we have the brick color. It's kind of like just color, but it's more like text. So we can change this to any color we want. So for example, I want to make it maybe like a green, bright green. So we're not going to go over everything in here, but we're going to go over the basics. Transparency is how transparent it will be, how clear it will be. So if it's at 1, it's completely transparent. If it's at 0.5, it is half transparent. If it's at 0, then it's fully seeable. The material, we can change that to anything. So we can say, how about grass or pebble? It just doesn't look good with green. We'll have to change it to like a gray. So if we want to do that, now we have pebbles. Let's keep it at that because that looks kind of cool. Now if we go down here, we can change the name. So we'll name this my object. The orientation is the rotation. So for example, if you want it pointing up, or you could set the Y rotation to like 90. Ooh, my thing is a little glitchy sometimes. It doesn't work sometimes. I think I have to do this. Okay, now if we set it to 90, it switches around 90 degrees. There's 360 degrees, so that was 1/4 of the way. Now, we can change our position. So for example, we want it to be at the position 0, 0, 0, which is at the middle of the browser thing, the very middle. Then we'll set it to 0, 0, 0. So the position is where it is at. Anchored is kind of like if gravity will work on it. So if it's anchored, then it won't move, but if it's not anchored, it will fall and be able to move around and stuff. Can collide is like if players can touch it. That's all it really is. Well, if anything else can touch it, actually. And then, and we also have size. Size we can change to many different... Oh, crap, something just fell. I am so sorry about that. We can change the size to like 4, 4, 4. It was the microphone, Mom! It was the microphone! Then, I'm so sorry about that. That was my parents. So we have 4, 4, 4 as our size. We can move it up and down. So if we go up here, we have the home, which has the most important things. So we have select, so we can drag it around. We have move, so we can move it up, down, left, or right, however we want. We have scale, so we can change the size. So we want it to be taller, smaller, or shorter. And then we have rotate, which changes the orientation. So we can change it around all we want. Then we have collision, so it collides with other objects when it is being moved around in the developer thing. I don't really like that on, in my opinion, but then we have toolbox, which you can, if you don't know how to build stuff that well, you can search for models. So for example, if we drag in the pine tree, we have a pine tree. You can also search for stuff. So say, for example, we search for a gun. We have a pistol. A lot of people want credit for this stuff, so we'll worry about stuff like that in another video. Then we have making a part. We have the material. So if we want to change this to slate, it's kind of like rocky now. If we want to change the surface to I don't really use this, but it changes the way it looks, like the surface itself. And it's kind of hard to use in my opinion, but then we have play, which will be used to play our game. And then we have that's it for up here actually. So if we go to my object, we can click on the plus, and then we can add a script. It will automatically open for us. Don't mind this weird text, like color and font. I was just experimenting one day and I got this. So we're going to start off with our script. We're going to create a variable. So if we type in local, then the name of our variable, which will say my var, is equal to, with an equal sign, our value. So we could say 0. Now this is unlike many other languages, so you don't have to add the semicolon at the end. So next, we also have print, parentheses, no space. Then we can print many things. So we'll say print quotation marks 1. So we're setting the variable. So local means we're making a variable, and my var is the name of the variable, and then whatever is after this equal sign will be the value of our variable. Print means we're setting something into the output. It's kind of like console.log, like I said before. And then we're printing whatever is on the inside. So we're printing 1. But you'll see that if we say print 1, it might work actually. So we'll just say yeet, and then we'll have an error because it doesn't know what yeet is. Because we haven't set a variable to that yet. So if we say my var, then it won't have an error because we already set my var. If we don't put quotation marks around it, then we'll use the value that it knows. So we'll say, so if we put quotation marks around it, then we'll print my var itself, the word. But if we print my var without the quotation marks, it'll actually print 0 because we're printing my var. So next we can go over the basic stuff. More basic, but a little harder. Wait, parentheses, and then the seconds you want to wait. So we can say wait, how about like 3 seconds? It's that simple. So next we can say if, saying if, we'll create an if statement, and then we'll say what we want to be true. If my var is greater than -1, then, and then if you press enter, create an end for us. So we're saying that if this is true, so if my var is greater than -1, which it is, then it will run whatever is on the inside. For example, if we set this to is greater than 0, then it will not run whatever is in here because that's not true. So if we say that, then we can restate the name of our variable, but without the local, then we'll say equal to 1. So I'll go over everything in here. We're creating a variable, naming it, and then adding the value to the variable. We're printing 1, but we're using quotation marks. Then we're printing my variable, which is set up here, so we're going to print 0 instead of just printing my var. We're waiting 3 seconds, and then we're saying that if my variable is greater than -1, then we'll set my variable to 1. Now, last thing in this video, we're going to say well, true, do, and then enter. And also I forgot to say if true do, then it will just run this no matter what. It's not going to check for any value. So we can say my var is equal to my var plus 1. So this will crash itself because it will try to do this infinitely forever, and then the computer will not be able to take it. So we're just going to say wait, parentheses. But we're not going to add any number in there because that's the smallest amount of wait time possible that we want. What I like to do instead is we can delete the wait, and then we can add the wait up here, and then we'll automatically have the wait through the whole script, through the whole well true do loop. So, and then if you also didn't realize this, I say if true then, so we can add a variable here, or an equation here. So we can say if my var is equal to 2, we need to set put 2 equal signs because we're not setting something, but we're seeing. So we're saying that well, basically if my var is equal to 2, then it will repeat this until you say break. Then it will break out of the while true do loop. Now that would be all for today's video. If you enjoyed, remember to subscribe and leave a like. It will actually help the channel out a lot, and it only takes a second of your time. Now, Comment down below what you want next in our series. We have Roblox Studio, and if you want to see anything in that, we have other stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.